Speaking of birds.
Yeah. What about them?
You think you like the Eagles this weekend against the Giants?
It's going to be.
Transition.
I think that's
like
going to
that?
be one hell of a game.
So you think it's going to be close?
I don't.
I think the Giants might win that game.
I think it's going to be a hell of a game. I guess I do think it's going to be close.
It's a 7.5 point spread.
I'll take
and
it.
by the way, historically, the Giants have not played well at the Link. I believe is what they call it there.
Yeah, the link.
Yeah, but it's
Lincoln
different with day
Financial.
balls, with dump truck nuts.
Dump
It's
truck
different.
nuts.
It's
I mean,
different with
did you
him.
see the way he was dancing in the locker
The
room?
locker room? Oh, he's got some gangster to him.
He definitely got a little something there.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, he.
Brian Daboll's got some gang.
I've been around him.
Hey, I know Birdo didn't hit the button
What was he
because it
doing, the
wasn't
sea walk?
because it wasn't necessary.
Was he doing the sea walk?
Bruh, it was close.
I mean, he could dance.
His
dude.
move,
I've
his
seen it.
movement
Yeah.
was really good. I'll tell you that. Like it was
He's
really
from
good.
Buffalo, man. He's got some rhythm.
Yeah, well, you know who else is from Buffalo?
Who's that?
Rick James, bitch.
Oh.
I think I could be wrong. Let me look that up.
Lee, can we
I
have-
could be wrong. I could be
Don't
wrong.
ruin it. I don't want to know. That's the perfect sound.
I feel like
Can we F8 that, Lee?
I believe he is from
That's the
Buffalo.
perfect
Let's see
sound
here.
bite.
Buffalo, New York, bam.
There it
There you
is.
go. I was right.
The big time.
Even if it was wrong, we got to keep that.
Just got to run with it.
Great.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, man.
One of the prettiest singers of all time.
Yeah, so there's that. I'll tell you, the one I do like coming up tomorrow, I don't think Jacksonville stands a chance against Kansas City. I think that's going to be the blowout of the weekend.
All right, let me ask you something.
That line's moved, by the way. Opened at around 8.5. Now it's at 9.
If Jacksonville somehow, some way wins this game, is this good for football or is it bad?
Bad.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Actually, you know what? Let me take that back. I don't think anything's bad for football.
I think it's bad because, all right, who's left in the AFC? We'll know between the Bills and Cincinnati.
Because you could argue that Cincinnati beating KC in the AFC title game last year was bad for the NFL, and I totally disagree. That was a good Super Bowl.
It was kind of the birth of what now you see is a really good team in Cincinnati.
And Joe Burrow's a star, and you can never have too many star quarterbacks in the NFL. But
so Jacksonville could be this year's Jacksonville.
I don't think they're. I think they get smoked.
I think you're right.
Casey off a bye week. Andy Reid's he's got this crazy 28-5 record off a bye week, against the spread. I think they're 7-3 off buys.
I don't know,
or some
though.
crap
Doug
like
Peterson.
that.
Come on, man. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. They might have a scheme good enough to slow down that offense because Doug Peterson knows the offense.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Andy Reid's going to have some wrinkles for that ass. If you don't think that Andy Reid's sitting there saying the same exact thing like, God dang, Doug. What would Doug be thinking in these moments? If you don't think he's already had those mental gymnastics as to here's Doug's personnel, here's who can hurt us, here's the type of plays that I would assume he's going to be thinking he's going to use to try to access our defense. And I got to be honest with you, with the type of intel that Andy Reid will probably be able to give to, which, by the way, Spags is familiar with Doug Peterson because, well, they matched up in the NFC East on different teams, right? So when you think about it, that, and just so people know, Spagnuolo was the defense coordinator for the Giants. Peterson was with the Eagles. So now you're talking about a circle, a triangle of people that are familiar with each other in terms of how they approach coaching. I just think that this matchup it's super intriguing, man. Super intriguing.
I agree. By the way, you got a few like that because you just mentioned Giants, Eagles. Daboll and Sirianni coached together too. So, you've got a ton of familiarity between staffs and even, San Francisco versus Dallas. Dan Quinn was the head coach in Atlanta with Kyle Shanahan as OC before he took the job there.
Yeah.
So there's and that's what makes, I think, these games interesting schematically, watching, series to series, how they change what they do.
That is a great point. So you got to assume that Dan Quinn is probably feeling confident about being that one coach that can make a case for going to get a really, really good head coaching job if he can slow down number one or number two most prolific play caller in the playoffs right now. I would give number one to Andy Reid just because of seniority and what he's been able to do. Doug Peterson definitely should be in the conversation, but no doubt about it, you could debate that Kyle Shanahan is the hottest prolific play caller in the NFL right now, the entire NFL.
Dan Quinn has to get a job if they win this, right?
Yes.
I mean, it's especially if they have a strong showing on defense. It's over.
Where do you think he goes, though?
Yeah, that's a
like,
great
if
question.
Denver's first pick is Sean Payton.
He was one of the final interviews for Denver last year.
But maybe
I'd
Denver,
love to see him in
but
Arizona,
maybe
by the
he
way.
isn't Denver's first pick. Did the quotes come out of Denver from Denver, or did the quotes come out of Denver from Sean Payton?
Sean Payton
Good call.
on the herd with Colin Cowherd.
Just saying.
So they might have came from Colin.
Continuing
via
to,
Sean.
I mean,
Brady sent that clip over
I mean,
to me.
by all accounts given, Harbaugh was going to be the Minnesota Vikings head coach this year.
That is true.
But who put that report out?
That is true. I would like to make a statement here.
Okay.
Kansas City's going to mutilate Jacksonville.
I kind of.
And if they don't, if
I am laying the points with that
Jacksonville wins this game, I'll grow my hair out like Trevor Lawrence. All right, I'm willing to make that.
Did you F8 that one?
Yeah, F8 that.
If they just win the game, you're saying?
Yeah. If
This is
Jacksonville
more-
wins this
That's
game-
not really going out on
What are you
a
talking
limb,
about? Their
though.
playoff team, Doug Peterson.
It's a
familiarity.
9-point spread right now.
I think that's a ballsy pick by me.
There is real validity to you actually paying off that bet.
Let me tell you something. And that's a gutsy move
Now
by
I'm
me.
rooting for Jacksonville just to see this.
Do you grow the beard out with the hair?
Yeah, I can't go clean shaven.
So you got to
it's
go.
not a
You're
good look.
going, or are you going clean shaving like Trevor Lawrence?
No, just grow the hair out like Trevor Lawrence.
The top.
Yeah.
You're not going to do it. Last time you made
I mean, we haven't been doing that
bet
read.
like this. He doesn't do anything.
What are you talking about? I pay up on all my bets.
Berto, do we have the drop?
What do you? I don't understand what you're getting to. Like,
This one right here. This one he's.
by
about
the
to
way, if
pull up.
Tony Romo gets $10 million a year, I'm getting a sex change. All right. Well, again,
How much is he making?
like 18.
You 8 million reasons why you should have gotten your
Listen,
change.
just because CBS gave him a bad deal doesn't mean I have to go change genders. Okay, that's not how this works.
Would you have
okay?
changed your name too?
Isn't
if
that the bet
actually
you
paid
made,
off?
though?
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not going to clerical error. CBS made a clerical error. They wanted to give him $8 million, and they added an extra $1. That's the report I got. So I'm not going to pay up on that bet.
My kids were playing Madden the other day, and the one kid lost, and he was so distraught that he lost because he's really good at it that he said, I bet my life that I'll never lose to you again. Never! And they played again, and he lost. I said, dang, the life snatcher up in here. That's what we nicknamed the kid that won. There walks the life snatcher. Snatched that young man's life from him.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying, don't make bets you ain't going to pay up on.
yeah, well,
though.
I always pay up on mine. I don't know about you
Saying,
guys.
you're still a dude.